like and share it, and leave that comment below on the channel of Harlem Vets 11 on the Book of Eli show with the LRT family. Living Room Talk. You dig?
What you motherfuckers me? Murder on the beat, sipping shit. Lyrically, we spitting the heat. I'm a king rock.
Yo, it's your boy, the Book of Eli show, back again with another segment, another situation. It's your boy Charleston, man. He's definitely talking about some stuff right now, some shit I seen that he did with, I don't know what podcast it was, but he was surrounded with beautiful women discussing the differences between men and women. What men are typically are like, primarily, but predominantly what men are like, and what women are typically like. He has some valid points. Did I 100% agree? No, but I did agree like at least close to 90%. And the reason being is because, you know what? I want you to see a sneak peek what he said.
Prostitutes can sleep with a man she's not emotionally invested in.
Facts.
A woman has to have some. A man can literally stick his dick in a gas tank.
That's facts, though.
He can literally stick his dick in a hole in the ground.
Get that jerry can sex.
He's not emotionally. A man.
So that makes it okay.
A man has no emotions tied to his penis. So when he lays with a woman and you say, well, you've been sleeping with her for years, he don't even like her. But when a woman lay with a man, it's something about him she has to like. That's
Right.
what'll hurt a man even more. A man is saying, man, I'm sleeping with this woman. I don't even know her. I sleep with somebody I don't know. I don't even like. None invested. But for you to lay down with this guy, you have to have something invested in him. That's what hurts more.
The fact that you say that is
is
even
true.
worse because it then means that I have absolutely nothing. Like,
Well, you have to understand a man. When a man,
if you could just stick it in a gas tank.
well,
and then you
well,
keep evaluating your woman.
Well, this what
as
a
a
woman,
woman.
this what a woman have to understand. What a man does with his penis has nothing to do with his emotions and his value.
Thank you.
Which sucks.
Which most men
That
don't really
sucks.
even show
y-
emotion.
Then y'all
so-
should never have anything to do with a man, is what I'm telling you. Because a woman, everything that a woman does. So if you ask a woman, what do you think about this? She's gonna answer with her feelings. She's gonna say, well, I feel like. If you ask a man, well, how do you feel? He's gonna say what he thinks because he's not emotionally in tune with his feelings.
Yeah.
By nature, we're hunters, right? So we have to be analytical. A hunter can't be in tune with his feelings because he wouldn't hunt out of fear. When it's dark outside, when the world had no lights, then he wouldn't provide food for his family because he would be afraid. So there's something in us that supersedes our feelings because we're analytics. A woman is more emotional because she has to nurture. She has to give life. She has to breathe life. And so when a man knows when my woman sleep with this man, she's way more invested into this man than I am when I sleep with a woman. A man will sleep with something he hates. A woman won't. So it's much more impactful when a woman lay down with a man because that's her heart. Her heart is between her legs. A man's not. So women think that our feelings are tied to our penis, and a man has no emotions when it comes to sex.
Don Marco.
None whatsoever.
Is his presence what gives the woman like the heart? I'm trying to understand, where does the heart come from?
Where is the heart located?
In a man, like, because there's no emotion, so where is the heart?
Listen.
We're talking about
The way to a man's heart is through his belly.
Yeah, that is a
They
good
have two
saying.
heads,
Yeah,
like- So you're saying a woman didn't feed you enough and you go and stick your penis in whatever was moving?
Obviously.
It's like you didn't feed me enough.
Listen. Talk to your grandmothers.
Yeah.
Talk to your grandmothers and your great grandmothers, and I promise you, they will tell you a way to a man's heart is through his belly. A man that has a woman that'll feed him supersedes a woman that'll fuck him.
Shout to Mo.
Oh my gosh.
That's powerful, man.
The average today's women think that they can win us with their pussy.
No, I mean, like, for a man
They
to
can,
show
though.
the love, not how the woman gets the man.
Watching a woman give birth to your child will change how you treat her. A woman forgiveness, a woman forgiving you when she catch you lying will cause you to stop lying to her. A woman who expresses her hurt without anger will cause you to stop hurting her.
I guess it depends on the man.
Nah,
It surely does.
No,
Yeah, because some men have no heart at all.
I want to comment on that.
All
too.
men have heart. When they meet the right woman, they'll stop doing whatever they was doing before they met that woman to keep this woman.
Facts.
When they meet the right woman, they'll jump through whatever hoops that they have to jump through, even if it means denying themselves for this woman. But how do you know?
Actions.
I was just about to say actions.
Most women don't understand it. Like, for the right woman that's for him, he will cut off, like you said earlier, a bunch of other girls. He'll say, you know what? All right, I'm gonna make a choice because she's worth it. However, if you're not worth that value to him, he's gonna play the field.
Like,
he's gonna follow you and you because you're not worth the value. So he's saying in a nutshell, if you're a woman of value to that man, he'll put in the work for you by actions.
Think about, and I hate to bring this up, but I have to. Think about how great we say Dr. King is. Dr. Martin Luther King was a whoremonger, slept with many a women, and his wife knew it.
I did not know that.
Everybody knows that.
I did not want that perception.
Everybody knows that. But most women will say because he cheat, he's not a great man. Most women think because you've cheated on women that you're not a good man. Good men cheat. It's hard for a woman to believe that. Good men cheat because all men cheat. All men will cheat, except for the right woman.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to hurt her. So the hurt that he see that he causes her will stop him from cheating because he don't want to cause her that hurt. So it has nothing to do with a man feeling some type of way more or less than it does a woman. It's in his nature. It's in his nature to not be with one woman. Except when he meet this one woman, he decides to go against his nature and deny himself so he don't hurt this woman.
All right, so you guys already know we just got back into the program. Yeah, I mean, what the brother was saying was definitely a lot accurate. I'm like damn near 95, 90% with him on what he was saying to a certain degree. The reason why I say a certain degree because there's over 1 billion people on this earth, and every man don't think the same, but the majority do. It's proven. There's more additional family, if you want to call it polygamy or unknowing polygamy, meaning there are a lot of women who have baby fathers and they never married them and vice versa, right? And there's many men who have multiple baby mothers. So that being stated, it's really easy for a lot of males. I think it's a difference between males and men. Men are responsible. We are responsible with our penis. We are responsible for our actions. We are responsible for how we move. Is our nature is to reproduce? Is our nature to have affatuation for women? If our nature is to want multiple women, I would say yes. Because every time you go down the street, and this is for the straight men. We are not talking about any extra titles where people say, oh, bisexual men, gay men. No disrespect to them. We are talking about the straight men, right? Straight men who know who knows their identity, who accepts their natural nature or what God created you to be. That's it. We're not talking about nothing else, so no one else could be confused or misunderstood. Okay, moving on. When it comes to a man, 9 out of 10 men see things as a visual appetizer. So if you are a beautiful woman across the street and you look really good and you look like the type of woman he would want or just want for the moment, and he has the opportunity to smash, he's going to do that. This is the males, not the men. Now, the men who actually has genuine intentions to want to love someone and want to build a family with or whatever have you, his intentions is the same and aligns with the woman that he's currently with, then he's going to stay focused on her. He's going to make sure he's not going to do anything that's going to make her feel less of a woman, not make her feel like she's not wanted, not make her feel she's not the prize. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of men has fallen into the mindset of thinking that if you see women or you like women or you're a cheater. No, you just fall into your nature. You naturally find women attractive. You naturally look at women when you pass them by. Like yo, man, since I was a kid, I always seen grown men, young men, whatever. We could be walking down the street. It might be two beautiful women going past us. We breaking necks. And if you know what breaking necks means, you know what I'm talking about. You turning around so hard, like, God damn. That's called breaking the neck. So I don't really think there's nothing wrong with breaking the neck because you are acknowledging your nature. And people want to put some men and males to shame for this responding to their nature. You can't say a woman cannot tell a man, oh, you don't think I'm beautiful? Well, if I didn't think you're beautiful, I wouldn't be with you, right? So it's not necessarily focus on an emotional decision. It's this nature. It's like a woman's instinct. When a woman have an instinct like their child might be in harm's way, she might sense something, and you know for a fact you got to get your child out of that situation, it's almost to that equivalent where the man could just feel a certain instinct about himself and he sees an attractive woman in the room, he's going to look. He may not lust, he may not be extreme about staring at a woman, but he may look at the sister like, damn, she's bad in his mind. But a male who can't control himself and have discipline, yes, he is definitely going to speak his mind and potentially act on what his thoughts are and see how far he can go. It is what it is. And the statistics, the analytics shows that. It's the proof shows that there are men on a consistent basis reproducing with multiple women. People are not realizing, but y'all literally are unwillingly are in polygamy relationships, especially the women who decides to be an independent woman and become a single mom and say, I could do it by myself because he don't know how to keep his dick in his pants. I heard that so many times. You can't fault him from being irresponsible with his penis. You can't fault him for that and then justify that saying he can't be a father now. And I know I'm skipping to one thing at another, but the reason why is because it's all connects with each other and coordinates with each other in that sense. Meaning, some women, and not some, most women think emotionally. They don't always think on a logical side naturally. That's not their nature. Their nature is to nurture. So if your nature is to nurture, you're going to abide by your emotions and your feelings and how you felt about something. And your feelings is not always equivalent to the logic of that person's that you trying to, like most of the time women are attracted to men that she's not compatible with. It is what it is. If you're a woman who's based on emotions with no logic or no facts, everything is a feeling emotional base, and you're attracted to a man who's opposite of that, 9 out of 10 that relationship will end. Or it just won't succeed because your guys are focusing on how you feel. You're not thinking about how this man think. Forget about how he feels. Ask this man, how do you think? How do you comprehend your love? A lot of people need to really take their time and learn and understand love languages. Like, you need to know if you're a physical touch type of person. Are you a words of affirmation type of person? Are you a gifting kind of person? Are you a quality time type of person? Whatever you are, you need to know who you are. And then when you know who you are, you have to have that sit down with the person that you have interest in and then talk about it with that person, because it really gives you guys both an opportunity to kind of see things from a different perspectives and put the guard down, because when you put the guard up, it makes it hard for that man to want to give you his heart, right? Or give you his full undivided attention, because you get, I don't hear, all we hear is that. You're talking out of emotions. So when women think that, oh, if you cheated on me and had sex with another woman, you don't love me. It's not true. Men there's different levels of love. Some men or some males rather would utilize the mindset of or use the example of if I pay your rent or I pay your phone bill, I love you. But he may not be affectionate, or he may not be able to express himself emotionally, or he may not be able to keep his dick in his pants. But he's paying your rent, he's paying your phone bill. This is for one example, okay? Let's go to the most men who are not financially wealthy and don't have the finances to do anything for you. Okay, let's look at that. We're going to look at it in this perspective. So if that's the case, what about the men who don't have a 9 to 5, who's struggling, going through a lot of things, but he cooks and cleans your home, make sure every time you come from work, he's providing a comfortable home. He's doing homework with the children. Now, I'm talking about all males and all men because everyone's home situation is different. Everybody's dynamic is different. It does not disqualify him as being a man if he's home taking care of children while the woman is working a 9 to 5. We live in a different market. There's a lot of women making more money than men in this time and age. It's about time. Salute to the women who have worked so hard to get to this point. I'm not mad at them at all. Salute to the women. But you can't also expect all males or all men to provide every little detail. And then also, some people don't understand that no one is perfect. Put it like that. You can't expect a man to provide every little detail that you desire in your fantasies and your feelings. And then when it's time for him to receive what he wants, it's all hell broke loose. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going down. You don't want to do that. You know, the most important thing is to really take the time to understand each other's love languages, understand why that person think the way they do, and understand how you guys can meet in the middle. Because women, and don't get me wrong, I'm not justifying men to cheat. Don't get it twisted. I'm not that guy. I believe in loyalty. I don't believe in disloyalty. I believe in loyalty by the heart, like hardcore loyalty, right? And loyalty does consist of being in a monogamous relationship, right? For me. But loyalty doesn't mean that for everybody. So loyalty might just mean, yo, I'm paying your bills. I'm not paying no one else's bills. I'm paying your light bill. You're paying your phone bill. I'm not paying no one's phone bill, light bill. I'm doing that for you. Meanwhile, this guy has the luxury to smash another chick whenever he wants to. And then some women get mad about that because you chose them. Men don't choose women. Let's get that right. Men are hunters. We are hunters by nature. Men are hunters by nature. Women are the prize. The women are a prize, but guess what? As hunters, we are the winners. So we also need to feel like a prize as well. So when we are winning the prize, we need to feel like the winner. How can we feel like a winner, ladies? Think about it. The best way a man could feel like a winner is when you actually take the time to cater and submit to your man. Now, the word and definition of submission doesn't mean to treat him like he's God, because some people misinterpret those definitions and misinterpret the word submission. Submitting to your husband, I'm talking about husband, I ain't talking about boyfriend. Because to earn the husband quality, he has to be able to say, you know what, you are my partner. I want to marry you. I want to take you off the market. Too many women are allowing themselves to be treated like layaway. They put a little payment down here, over here, and here. And your ass still not married. You having 2, 3, 4, 5 kids by him or by others, is still not married. So to value yourselves and understand your true value as a woman, you have to be able to put yourself out there a little bit more than what you do. Put yourself out there in a sense of letting men know this is what you're willing to tolerate and this is what you're not willing to tolerate. This is what I want in my future. If you're interested, let's continue and date and see how it goes. That's the appropriate way to go about it, ladies. Let the men lead now, but tell them what you want first, and then let him take course and see how he moves and how he coordinates and how he courts you. Men is not going to court a masculine woman. A man is not going to court an argumentative woman. A man is not going to court a woman who is insecure. A man is not going to court a woman who doesn't love herself. By loving yourself, it's going to show through how you dress, how you speak, how you talk to others, and how well you are, connected with your parents, and how well you are connected with the rest of your family, and how good you are in your own community. What do you do? When people walk past, do people talk good about you? Or they talk fucked up ways about you? And those things is very important. Men see these things right off the bat. And some people just need to understand that. Men are visual creatures. We need to know. If we've been dating you, check this out. If a man's dating you over 2 years, that's the max, and he still didn't ask you to marry him, that because he has reservations. And he's waiting for someone else to come around that will confirm what is really for him. Or he is fearful of disappointment and he does not want to give anyone the opportunity to disappoint him. So women, you got to say to yourself, do I want to be with a man who's not too sure about my intentions? Do I want to be with a man who may not see me and value me as a woman because they think that I might be like every other woman that's looking for a free check every month? Because let's keep it real. There are a lot of females, because all women don't want to be classified in that way. So some women are just females and not women because women don't move that way, right? So some females would literally get pregnant on purpose so they could get a check every month and live off of food stamps, live off the government, live off their baby fathers, and then complain and say, oh, he only give me $200 a month. My baby eat that up in 2 days. So why the hell you get pregnant for? By him. He already showed you who he was. And then you end up having 2-3 babies by him. Or by other people. And they showed you who they were as well. So that means you either have bad logic, you are bad at making decisions, or you are just too emotionally invested and discriminate your logic. You just eliminate your logic. Your logic shows proof of data. If this man treats you a certain way, and this man treats his mother a certain way, if this man treats his siblings a certain way, then 9 out of 10 he's going to treat you that way. Positive, loving, giving, supportive, whatever. Or a fucked up individual. Let's keep it real. So some of the women who have this mind end up raising black young boys. And I'm not just talking about black people too, but I mention that because I'm in my black community very often, so I usually speak for my people of color. And that's just what that is. But white, black, Asian, no matter what culture you are, everyone go through the same bullshit. Men and women, period, go through the same drama, okay, at times. So in order to fix the drama, the solution to that is just simply use communication. And people think communication means y'all both talk at the same time. That's when you mess up. Communication is literally what it is. You talk, I listen. You listen, I talk. People will be in such a better situation when people really listen. People hear people talk, but they're not listening. Listening and hearing are two different things. Like right now, I'm in my studio talking to you guys who's watching me. But I hear outside noises, but I'm not listening to the details because I'm focusing on this dialogue at this very moment. This is exactly what I mean. So that being stated, I really see the importance of of men and women definitely having a father figure. Because if you didn't have a father figure at home, it's really hard for you to know what men want and how men should be treated, and vice versa. But the messed up thing and the fucked up thing about it is a lot of men were raised with women, and some males didn't graduate to the mindset of being a man. And then they don't know how. They just don't know how. So being a man is not just in one sentence. Being a man is not just in one definition. Meaning, you could be a man by just simply being responsible, being a communicative person, being a team player, being a provider, being a protector. You know what I'm saying? Those elements is very important. And most importantly, you got to be a leader. If you're not leading your home and your woman doesn't feel like you're a good leader and a good provider, 9 out of 10, she's not going to rock with you too long. It is what it is. So all the men out there that's got emotional baggage within themselves, go get therapy. To the men. To the men out there that got a lot of different issues where they don't know how to let go of their past and they bring their past into their future and they think all women are dogs as well. I'm not going to say the B word because that's not appropriate for me to say that about a woman. But if you think all women are dogs, and just like how some females say that about dudes, all dudes are dogs, whatever, then that means you have to evaluate yourselves. And if you're a believer of God, start praying and asking God to guide you a little bit more than what you allow him to do. And listen to his signs. You know what I'm saying? Because the signs be right there like, yo, you could tell if this woman's for you or not. I'm a type of person, if I cook for you, I expect you to be like, yo, let me clean the dishes for you. That lets me know you rock with me. You got my back. The little things lets a man know, oh, okay, you meeting me halfway with things. That's pretty much the type of time I'm on. That's pretty much what that is. So if you are in a position where you can meet your partner in halfway with shit, then shit, you good. You're in a good space. You're definitely in a good space. So at the end of the day, I really think it's pretty dope when two human beings, two adults could come together and just communicate and express what they want in a relationship before they even jump into it. But most importantly, we need more fathers in the children's lives. And we need more women, we need more mothers to allow the fathers to be in the child's lives without the drama. And we also need to get the males to stop being punks. Stop being a punk. Talk about, oh, if I can't smash, I don't want to deal with the kid no more. I heard it all. That's the most weakest shit in the world. You can't smash your baby mama no more, so now you don't want to take care of your child. What sense did that make? This is your legacy. You left a legacy behind, so when you die, your name still lives on for the greater good of this earth. That's the whole purpose of having children, to create and produce, right? And hope, with the hopes of understanding, making this world a better place with better human beings. Every generation is supposed to be better. That's the whole purpose of having children. People think it's supposed to have, oh, I'm having children because I need someone to love me back and I'm going to get unconditional love. That's not it. Your child's going to hit 18 or 21, they're going to leave. And to those that have children who are sheltered, that stays home for 30, 40 years old, that's called crippling your child. That's a grown-ass man and that's a grown-ass woman. If your child living with you after a certain age, that means you are crippling your child to not pushing them to be successful and motivating your child they could do better. If you're not motivating them, you got to motivate your grown-ass children. Because I've seen stories like that too, where women and men living with their parents at 40, 50 years old. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. That's a dysfunctional family and that's a dysfunctional mindset. Straight up. And it is what it is. It gets a little more lengthier than this. You know, there's a lot more substance to this topic. But overall, man, Brother Charleston definitely has some good points in this topic that we just saw. And I really just wanted to just spit my bars and my opinion, basically, on what I thought about the topic at hand. You feel me? So, overall, I'm satisfied. I think some women will get it and understand that all women are not open to change, and all men are not open to change. And the reason being is because we're so accustomed to what we think versus learning how to listen to another person's perspectives. Like, tell me about you. Who are you? What do you do? What do you believe in? If you can't simply speak to someone and say, hey, what is your story? Who are you? Who hurts you? Why you don't trust? What happened in your last relationship? And why did you come to me? Why did you approach me? And once they give you the truth, don't be mad. Some people be like, yo, I just wanted comfort. I just wanted some comfort dick, or I just wanted some comfort coochie. Some people talk real crazy like that. And when they do, be upfront and honest with you, just say that. You was just used. You just got to know when someone is using you for that moment. And that moment, for some people, is 4 or 5 years. Some people, moments are 10 years. You just too slow to realize it's a moment to them. This is why it's important to communicate. Some people is naive. They can't believe that their partner will even think like that. Man, wake up. Wake up. That's all I can say. Peace.